Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the newly titled Echo in the Valley podcast. We hope you're well wherever you're listening to this from. Just some housekeeping before we begin. Big thanks to everyone who watched the other two podcasts. We appreciate every like, comment, subscription, point of feedback we've received, either on the videos or privately. With us just starting out, there's plenty of room for growth, and we intend to improve with all the resources at our disposal. Anything you guys want to add to that?
No, you said that. I like.
Yes, that sums up everything in house.
No, but once again, thank you to our audience. We wouldn't be here without you.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep providing for you guys, and
Yeah, we're trying to grow this community.
Thank you for
Because
coming on the journey with us. We appreciate you.
without the audience, we're technically three dudes speaking into the wind.
that is all we are. That's our phone calls, but yeah. For today's order of business, gentlemen, we will be discussing why films are made for the cinema, why they need to be seen in them, and I guess just more about why we love films like we do. So I think Oketso wants to get us going.
Okay, yeah. So what I essentially wanted to say is, so a few weeks ago, I got to see Once Upon a Time in the West in cinemas. It was the first time I got to watch it. So I thought it would be a fun experience to see it in cinema. So after watching it, it was an amazing experience. So I started speaking with Mo and Dylan, and we were like, what would we consider, films that are, great to watch in the cinema? And like thinking back on, watching films in the cinema, like theater film, finds its roots in like the theatrical experience. Like from the first films that were like screened from like Thomas Edison and the Lumiere brothers, they, screened at like science shows and public events, with an audience. Like one of the best like audience experiences from like the 1890s was considered the first horror film of all time. Train coming into a station, which is, a movie about a big ass train
That was
coming on
that.
screen into the station, and like people thought it was real. So like essentially the experience of going to the theater is intrinsically tied with the audience. So like we want to discuss what are films that need to be seen in the cinema. What's the difference between films that are made for like your TV and the cinema, and we want to advocate for why you should like always go to the cinema, because we love that stuff, and we want you to love it too.
Absolutely.
That is true.
Yeah.
I just had a thought, like
Yeah.
back in the day, obviously black and white, that's how they all started out.
Yeah.
And essentially, because they could make things very long, it was the length of a TikTok or a reel, which is
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
absolutely bonkers
Yeah.
to think about.
Yeah, train going into the station is 3 minutes long.
I saw one of, I actually saw a clip of it. It's like four people in a garden dancing. That was also, I think, one of the first
Oh yeah.
films ever made. It was nice.
It's amazing.
I mean, in terms of if we're looking at the history of film in that sense of like going to the cinema, it's also a communal experience, because I feel like sometimes, especially if you look at certain genres, I'd say horror, since all three of us are big horror buffs. I think horror is better in theaters than watching it at home alone.
I agree.
Because sometimes you wouldn't find it as scary when you're alone, because I feel like you have a little too much time to think. Because you're paying attention to way too much. When you're in cinema, it kind of engrosses you because of the sound, the fact that you kind of know you're not alone.
There's no way you can go. You're trapped in there.
You're there. You can pause at home. You can be like, nah,
That comfort,
not
that
gonna
confidence.
Yeah. So I feel like certain genre films as well force you to go to the cinema to get the full experience as the filmmaker intended. And then you have, the studio baby films, the ones where the studio put their money into it. They're like, please go to the cinema. You
Yeah.
know, by the advertising, they bombard you. Please go to the cinema. I beg of you.
Yeah.
Tenant is one film. People are like, I don't get that film. Go watch it in cinema. If it ever gets a re-release, if you hate Tenant, I recommend go watch it in cinema. You might hate it less. I'm not saying you're gonna understand it. You'd hate it less.
Oh yeah. So what are examples of films that you guys think need to be seen in the cinema? Just to start us off.
Hmm.
Like
As I
which
said,
films are where like the cinema experience is part of the package and not, like it's
okay,
literally, it feels incomplete without it. Which films would you say this?
okay. I'd start with probably most westerns, like most classic westerns.
Yeah.
Mm.
They are films where if you get the chance to go watch re-release, because Turkinico does re-release some of them,
Yeah.
I recommend you go watch them. And I'd say another group of films, regardless of genre, I feel like Bollywood films
Mm.
were made for cinema.
True.
I've had the lasting experience of watching 2 Bollywood films in cinema, and I was like, oh, that's why they are the way they're made.
Mhm.
Like they are made for the communal experience.
Yeah.
Like, cool. That
Was one of
explains
them RRR by any
Yeah.
chance?
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
yes. One of them was horror.
Nice.
Fantastic film.
Because you watch them and you go, that's why. That's why India has such a deep history of cinema. You're like, to this day, that's why they go to the cinema.
That's
Yeah, a lot of their stuff feels larger than life. It's
Yeah.
very
that is
I feel like the TV doesn't do it justice, and your laptop and tablet and phone don't do it justice. Go watch a
well.
Bollywood film. At least I say to people listening, if you can, go watch a Bollywood film at least once in cinema. You will appreciate them more.
Yeah, no, that's something I've got to do myself.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Same here.
Another one I'd like to say is, so we're talking about films in that sense, anything that pushes the filmmaking technology to like its max limits. So when you're thinking about movies like, no, the story's not the greatest in the creator, but they used basically a very consumer friendly camera for that.
Mm.
And
Which film is this?
budget was a fraction of most Hollywood productions. And just look at how beautiful that movie is.
Which film
Mm-hmm.
is
And
this? Come on, give us a name.
Hey, didn't
but
hear me.
What's the
no.
name of the film? You didn't mention
The
it.
creator.
The
Oh,
Creator, okay.
oh yeah.
Yeah, the creator.
I still haven't watched that
How have you
film.
not watched The Creator?
I,
No, man, the production value and the scope
uh,
of that movie are
Right.
far
I
beyond
have
Oh yeah,
budget.
I
Like,
agree.
I
I agree
genuinely don't
with
know how I watched
Dylan
it.
here that sci-fi films do deserve to be seen in the theater.
Oh yeah, no,
Because
no. I'm also in agreement with the sci-fi is for the theater first and foremost, because I think scope is very sci-fi heavy. Is a thing sci-fi thrives on. They
like
they,
Blade
they
Runner 2049,
oh yeah,
all those.
Dune
as
2.
much
Oh my God, Dune
Yeah,
2 in
Dune.
the theater wasn't
like
Oh,
all both dudes, both
right.
part 1 and 2.
I think
Watch
two is
it.
probably the best movie I've seen in a cinema in 10
My,
years.
my dude, like
The film that shook so many filmmakers going, you know what? Maybe I should do more.
yeah.
I'm not doing enough. I think, yeah, the first time I saw Dune 2 in cinemas, I think the first thing I did was call Koiki and say, no, 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 we gotta go make movies.
And like the thing is with Dune
At
2,
least,
from the first second, you could
you're
feel
like,
what you were gonna experience, and it's
and
carried out. And like literally, it's not the same if you watch it on a smaller screen. I've
no,
watched
it's
Oh,
this
no.
not.
movie like 10 times, and every time I keep thinking back to that first
The theater.
experience in an IMAX
Yeah,
theater. I was like,
yeah. The fact that I watched Dune 2 both in IMAX and in normal 2D, those experiences are slightly different, but both of them are so grand that when I watch it on TV, I was like, it still has something, but it's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah, you're very removed from the world in
Yeah.
that setting. It's just not as
Like you forget how much the sound matters in
Until
films
you're home.
when you
that's
watch them
another
on
good
TV.
point.
Because like with Dune, when the sandworms show up, the floor
Oof.
shakes because the
Oof.
speakers and the subwoofers, and like they make you
That's,
like feel like you're with the
you're,
characters when the sandworms shake the ground.
yeah. It's like you're on Arrakis,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and you're like, damn.
Yeah.
And I think as much as I have love-hate relationship with this director, most Tarantino films deserve a theatrical rewatch. I have a love-hate relationship with Quentin Tarantino as a creative, but,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
yeah,
I
there's maybe
feel,
a list of 5 directors which films like you can't not see in the cinema if they're available wherever you are.
yeah. Christopher Nolan is another, where you're just like,
He's the first. Then
Oh yeah.
didn't.
James Cameron's Avatars. If you don't see those films in the cinema, what are you doing?
No, like, I love how everyone keeps going, what's so special about Avatar? Go watch it in cinema and you'll understand why they always make their money back.
Yeah.
yeah,
They don't make their money back. They print money. Those movies cost 300 million. They make that in a day on
No,
opening day.
because,
Not
no, because
opening weekend, opening day.
I
They
feel
make
like it's mainly because the first batch of people who see any Avatar movie, when you come out, the first thing you preach, like, you evangelize those films. And people think you're insane. And then they watch it. And then
yeah,
they understand. Because you're like, no, guys, you don't understand. Yes, story-wise, it does not change nothing.
mm,
You've seen the story, but not like this. Not like this. And then you go watch and you're like, yeah, I see where that 300 million went. I
yeah. You
get it.
can't say they don't use that budget to
You're like,
its max.
I understand where that money went. Like, it's a visual spectacle. And
Oh yeah.
I know a lot of people, like, say, oh no, but it's nothing special. I'm like, no, visually it is very special.
Mm.
If
It does
Avatar is
one thing.
nothing special, then what are we doing? Exactly.
We're
What's the point?
cavemen.
What's the point of making films if literally the best cinema experience ever is nothing special?
That's what I'm saying. No, I feel like it's a lot of people going, no, he's telling native stories. I'm like, I understand that part, but I'm just like, it's so good.
People also
It's
underestimate the importance of movies like that doing well.
I'm like,
Like
guys, it is so good.
that keeps the cinema going for how
Yeah,
long? All these changes.
yeah,
When
like it's
Hollywood
so good.
turning out nonsense. Yeah.
The sad thing is, it's not even that Hollywood churns out nonsense. Hollywood spends money on nonsense.
Yeah.
These good movies they make, they barely advertise,
Right.
and then they're like, oh, people don't watch original movies. You didn't advertise them.
Companion.
You didn't advertise the independent movies.
Yeah.
Please do. Some of them deserve that theatrical release because I've seen some pretty good independent films. I'm like, they should have had a longer run in theaters.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Whiplash was quite something in the cinema.
Oh yeah.
Whiplash was,
Yes.
for me, one of the slightly older films that
Boring, dare I say.
one of the slightly older films that kind of was an experience for me was Black Swan. I was like,
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
okay, here we go.
That sticks with you a long time, Black Swan. One of the
It's stuck. It's one of the few movies that stuck with me.
yeah.
I think maybe as a creative, it sticks with you because you're like, is what I'm doing worth it? Like mentally. Same thing with Whiplash. Those are the kind of films where you're like, maybe I should be nicer to myself. It's okay to suck. Like, you can suck.
Yeah.
Sucking is not that bad.
Sucking is part of becoming
Yeah.
the great you are.
Yeah.
With it.
Like, you can suck, guys. You can suck at your craft. We're not saying be happy with suck,
Yeah.
but be okay with it. Just be like, yeah, We suck now. We get better. We'll get better. So I think sometimes it's not even about spectacles. There's some movies that you have to experience some movies in cinema. I know it's getting expensive because, you know, we live in a society.
We truly do.
Yeah.
We live in a society.
Like
And sometimes
we know we're on the verge of World War III, but even when it comes,
can
go
we
to the cinema.
at least
Hey
once.
man, you'll catch me in the cinema. I'll
At least once.
I'll spend my last moments there.
At least once a year, and if you can, once a year, pick a movie and say, I'm gonna watch that in cinema.
Yeah.
One movie.
This might be a controversial opinion, but I'll say like ensemble musical movies
Mm-hmm.
absolutely have to be seen in a cinema too.
Oh no,
That is
that's
true.
not controversial. That is not controversial.
I know a lot of people don't like musicals. That's fine.
No, for those who do, I say the best way to experience a musical,
Yeah.
watch it in cinemas.
Mm.
It is so fun. La La Land was fun for me. I've
Right.
watched it twice in cinemas and once on TV. Not the same.
Top 10
Not,
for all time. That's
not the same. I still want to watch the Sound of Music in cinemas. Never
Oh.
watched it in cinemas.
All right.
Mm.
Please, somebody at Sterkinacor, if you by some chance hear this,
Yeah.
pretty please.
Just keep an eye out. They are gonna put it up.
Yeah, no, the Clinical is doing the most with
Oh, yeah.
classic releases.
Yeah.
See,
Pretty please.
One movie I thought
Start
was
with-
amazing because I saw it in theaters was High School Musical 3.
Hey,
I mean, it is. That was made that was made to be amazing in
Yeah.
cinemas.
Mhm.
I was there. Day
Yeah.
2. Couldn't get opening day tickets. Still sad
and you
about
knew
it.
all the music when
Yeah. No, it's like there's some other. I feel like you can tell when even made for TV movies make a theatrical jump. You can tell when they do.
Right.
There's a jump in quality in terms of either camera or scope or stunt work. This all, by the way, applies to High School Musical 3. The camera's different.
Yeah.
The scope's different.
the budget just, they
You
got given
can see the budget
a
and
lot
you're like,
more than
and it made its money back.
the other two.
So
Yeah, you get those musicals and you get like Greatest Showman, I suppose, also in that same vein.
Greatest Showman was amazing.
it was great. I'm not saying I loved everything about it, but it's a great musical.
Yeah.
No, the musical numbers in you cannot say they're bad.
Yeah,
Objectively.
The music was made by the same dudes who made La La Land.
exactly.
Yeah.
I just didn't like Hugh Jackman.
City of Stars is still in my head to this day.
Mm.
And then I'm gonna also say animated musicals.
Yeah.
They bang in cinemas. Sing 1 and 2.
Yeah, so Sony are so dumb for not releasing K-pop Demon Hunters in cinemas.
Yeah, I'm still angry about that.
Well, they
Apparently,
didn't do it here, but they did in the
They
States.
did it after it got popular. They didn't
Yeah,
think
they
it would be a success.
they're
I mean, it's still making money. To show
But
how,
didn't you say you watched that 4 times?
yes.
How many times was the sing-along version?
It was half the time. Two for two.
The safe space.
It's 2 for 2, guys. 2 for 2. Because, I mean, those songs are catchy. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm.
Those songs are catchy. And they're catchy in a good way because they're good songs.
And to stick with the musicals, also you've got movies like Better Man, where you'd think, okay, a lot of people know who Robbie Williams is. But
Dude, Better Man
Americans
was because like people refused to watch it in the cinema. They were waiting for streaming, and that pissed me off. So
Why would you? It's Monkey Robin Williams.
Yeah.
You need to see him in his monkey glory. Please go. If they ever release Better Man in the cinemas, please go.
yeah,
No, because it did something with the biopic genre. They took a risk, and I'm happy for it. Because I'm like,
Yeah.
Robbie Williams said, "You want to turn me into a monkey?" And he said, "I bet. Let's do it. Do it." And it's so good, guys. It's so good.
Yeah.
And then there's also the Pharrell biopic done with
We'll,
Legos.
we'll see how that turns out. But again, we are
Ooh.
discussing films in the theater, not biopics.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, of course. Mm.
Just to bring us back to topic.
Yeah, so I think go watch movies in theaters, guys, if you can. They are cheaper alternatives to the original. Cheaper alternatives to the original.
Like
You know,
we know it's
shoot.
bad financially, but if you can, just
If
do.
you can, please watch movies in cinemas.
Just know, literally everywhere in the world on Tuesday it's half day. So go on a Tuesday.
Half price, yeah.
Yeah, half price
Go,
on a Tuesday.
yeah, just go watch a movie.
Yeah. So
Action
like,
movies were originally made for cinema
yeah.
as a genre. They just,
Guess what the chemical currently has that's a classic throwback right now?
yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Aladdin.
ooh.
Aladdin.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
For the rest of this month, they've got When Harry Met Sally
Then I
and
Ooh.
gotta go see
Silence
it.
of the Lambs. Silence
That
of
is
the
the
Lambs
greatest.
would be.
I, I need to go see When
Yeah.
Harry Met Sally.
Yeah.
It's $50
Before my
a ticket. Come on.
Yeah, I need to go watch When Harry Met Sally. I will come back
Like
with my reviews.
like people who don't like classic films, go watch them in the cinema and you'll see why us film nerds love them so much.
Yeah,
Mm.
there's a reason we're nerds for them.
Yeah,
There's a
that's a
reason.
cheap day out. It's
When Harry Met Sally, I need to go watch that.
I think we watched it at school once. I don't remember it as happening now.
It's
No,
one
we
of
didn't.
the greatest rom-coms of all time. Go watch it. For those who hate rom-coms, go watch When Harry Met Sally in cinemas, please.
Yeah. So what would you guys, okay, what are films you guys would consider not made for the cinema? That are meant to
Ooh.
be distributed somewhere.
Well, the streamers have gotten involved there.
Yeah.
I was about
Quite
to say.
heavily.
Yeah.
I was about to say. You got streamers for that, ladies and gentlemen. And I mean,
So we all agree Kissing Booth does not deserve the cinema.
They've
no,
destroyed the rom-com genre. Straight up. Streaming has destroyed rom-coms.
Oh yeah.
they have. They have.
Horror to a degree as well.
I disagree. Horror is thriving right
Horror is
now.
eternal.
It's
Horror is
thriving,
eternal.
but
But
have you
just,
seen the nonsense
just
originals they come up with on streaming?
okay, yeah. Because like I've been looking at like the horror is the only genre in the 2010s that's consistently made money.
That's
Mm,
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
all year round, yeah.
I
Not
think
just
that's
this year. Look from 2021 to now.
That's
Horror have
absolutely.
been absolutely carrying the box.
Mm.
Yeah.
But
I
even
think that's mainly because most executives don't care
Yeah.
and they're very cheap to make.
Yeah.
So you get more creative with them.
yeah,
Cause like, let's look
it's
at just this year. You had Sinners, Weapons, what else?
It's a horror comedy.
The
But it's good.
Conjuring, even though I
The
don't like The
Conjuring.
Conjuring.
Like it's not good, but it's still carrying the box office because people
I
thought
can't
this one
deny
would slow down.
it. Mm. Bring It Back
The
also did
Conjuring.
quite well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
horror.
horror is doing fine.
Mhm.
I think since 2005, after the remake of the George A. Romero movie, why am I forgetting the name
Dawn of
now?
the Dead,
Yeah.
Dawn of the Dead.
as we have mentioned before.
Yeah.
Yes, directed by Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
Mm.
Since that movie, horror has seen one of the greatest upticks of a genre ever. I know people are like, we're in the superhero boom, but like horror is just there, minding its own business, being consistent. Like we are
Yeah, I
fine.
mean, horrors have always, like, even dating back to the 70s, always been
No, but
a
during the
major genre.
70s, it was its boom. And then it
Yeah,
had that little dip in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like
true.
in the 70s, it was horror mania.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the 80s was okay. The 90s was off. The early 2000s was a bit iffy.
Mhm.
And then it happened in 2005 and Nothing's ever been the same for horror.
And we've been in the reboot era of horror. But anyway, getting back
It's
to
been-
the streaming stuff. I think they've also ruined the action genre to some degree.
That is true.
No, that is that they have ruined. As a fan of action, they have ruined action. They have
Not only
ruined
because
action.
they've pulled all the movie stars from there and like
Yeah.
making the originals for them, but
Yeah.
just the quality of them is so
They feel so sanitized.
that's put nicely,
Yeah.
man.
I need your I need your Wi-Fi.
I got caught in.
That's okay. We can
Yeah.
cut around it.
Okay, what are films you guys would consider that are for streaming but should have gone to the cinema?
All for streaming should have gone to the cinema. Prey was one. Absolutely.
Yep. Marriage
Prey.
Story.
Marriage Story.
Yes. People don't appreciate good dramas in the cinema. You have to.
That Predator anthology series movie.
Killer of what?
Yeah.
Killer of Killers.
Killer of Killers. That should have been in cinemas. As is. Even if it wasn't an anthology. The way they put it on Disney. It should have gone to cinemas.
It seemed like they were going to, but I suppose it was always
Disney said no.
Killers of the Flower Moon. I know it went to cinemas, but only cinema.
I hate that Martin Scorsese's stuck in streaming.
It's
Right.
not just him. Guillermo del Toro,
Another.
David Fincher, Zack Snyder. So many.
It hurts. They've gotten all the.
Pinocchio should have gone to cinemas. A great animated film
Ooh.
by Guillermo del Toro. Pinocchio should have gone to cinemas.
What else? The Irishman. I know
Yeah,
people don't love it, but I still wanted to see it in cinema.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. It's not his greatest film, but I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I don't
Still
hate
better
it.
than 70% of what's out.
Yeah.
I don't hate The Irishman. What's the hate with The Irishman? Is my question. Like, why do you hate this?
The de-aging, I think a lot of people
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And Valley vibe.
throws them out.
Yeah, we've mentioned it multiple times, but K-pop Demon Hunters should have been a cinema experience.
Oh no, that definitely should have been in cinemas. It would have been
The
a big.
sequel definitely will be. I can tell you that.
Oh, 100%.
It would have made a big.
Like,
They
If-
fast-tracked that sequel.
if Netflix wants exclusive rights, if I'm Sony, I'm cutting them out.
No, they don't deserve them. We made this movie.
It's so good. Why is
I know
it
we
so-
like to rag on Sony, but there are decisions they make that are good.
Oh no, Sony's a weird company.
Yeah.
Sony is like that weird friend. You're like, I know you can do better, and then it does one of the weirdest decisions.
Yeah.
And you're like, why did you shoot yourself in the foot? And they're like, I don't know.
Mhm.
Sony.
Like, they make some weird decisions.
Yeah.
Like, why'd you shoot yourself in the foot, Sony?
Like,
Oopsie.
Sticking
And then
with
there's
sorry, my parents.
Go on.
Now continue your point, sir.
No, I was saying, but they also make some great decisions, like the Spider-Verse movies, K-pop Demon Hunters. What was it?
I was having a chat with a friend who was like, what if they got the sequel out in time to have that in Spider-Verse the same day?
I think Disney, DreamWorks, and Illumination would all have a connection.
Mm.
They would actually not be okay. They might be fired at those animation studios. Like, no. That's not fair.
Do you guys think we'll get another Barbenheimer?
I think
Any
the thing is, Barbenheimer was not the first thing ever.
Yeah.
So, like,
No,
we
but
will
in a
get
while.
more.
in a while.
It's just that, it has to happen organically. If you force it, it's not gonna.
Yeah, it has to involve the audience. So some millennials and Gen Zs and maybe some boomers who are fun.
Mm.
And you're like, yeah, I like these two weird things, and I'm gonna watch it. Like, it makes no sense. I'm gonna watch it. To the people we pay for marketing, it makes no sense. But to the fans, it does.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure Warner Brothers was confused. They're like, we're winning, but how? I feel like other movies that should be like cinema darlings that were never cinema darlings are some of those indie films. There's some indie films where I'm like, if you had the backing, you would have been loved in cinema. Like The Witch,
The
Oh,
which was a
yeah,
cinema release.
it was.
but very limited.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like more people should have seen that instead.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people I've talked to watch The Witch, they've either watched it on streaming or, The Bay.
Didn't
They
get that
say,
push Hereditary got
yeah,
several
if it
years
got,
later.
yeah, if it got the Hereditary push, I think The Witch would have gotten a few more award buzz as well.
I'll be back, guys. I have to get my little brother. He has my food.
Oh,
Hey, I'm not the only one being interrupted by children.
nah, this is what happens when you record on a weekday, guys. We have
Family. And then we got, huh.
we'll
Do
cut
you
all this
think,
out. We'll cut all this out. Don't worry.
yeah. Nah, this will be cut out.
Yeah.
I also realize there's not a lot of animation movies in cinemas these days. You usually get like one from each of the big American studios.
I
And a
think
big,
streaming's also dogging that.
yeah, and that one big Demon Slayer movie at this point.
Oh yeah, it's the elephant in the room. Because we so neglected to mention anime in our discussion last week, really, on the next medium to take over from
Oh, yeah.
the
I
kids
mean,
and cows,
nah,
There's
nah, I
so
mean,
much mukbang on my phone now. What the hell?
You've been infiltrated.
Yeah.
that's an intro.
I used to do that to people on YouTube with K-pop. You just search once and that's the algorithm. Buggered.
Yeah. Hey, literally, I used to do that at after. If you left your,
Yeah,
your YouTube account open, I'm subscribing you to K-pop.
22.
That's why I logged out and scrubbed my name off of that after.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Like, please, I hope the algorithm does not give me mukbang. Because, holy,
You're gonna get a couple.
Yeah, no,
You're not gonna get a
you're,
couple. You're getting a couple in the next couple days.
ASMR, I don't listen to ASMR.
you do now.
You do now.
So, gentlemen,
Yeah.
what are, aside from like the films itself that you're going to watch, what are the things that you enjoy about the theatrical experience?
Sometimes I enjoy
Before
other
we talk
people's
about
reactions.
that,
Mm-hmm.
I want to know who decided popcorn was the movie snack so I can shoot him. Because,
It's somebody in the 1800s, I'm pretty sure.
like,
I don't know who
how
it
did
is.
you decide the loudest food ever needs to be the go-to snack for movies?
They decided because it's the cheapest, like, what you
It
call it,
is.
thing. It's got the highest markup in the
Maybe in the
world, I think.
1890s, not today. That is expensive as hell.
Now it is. It's still dirt cheap for them to make.
It's funny. It's still cheap. It's just that popcorn in the cinema is expensive because it's
Yeah,
marked up to
exactly.
infinity. It's marked up to infinity and beyond
That's
in the
the
words
only
of Bud Light.
difference.
You're like, what? It's cheaper for you to make your own popcorns and sneak them into theaters than buy theater popcorn.
Literally,
Yes, I know a lot of people that do
literally,
that with their own snacks.
shops sell the same amount of popcorn for 13 way.
Yep. You're gonna buy it for 30.
Yeah.
Wait, so what would you rather eat in a cinema than, like a hamburger?
I don't know. I haven't thought it through, but there has to be
Yeah,
alternatives than the loudest food ever made.
get back to us on that one, okay?
Yeah.
My money's on Jelly Babies.
Too much sugar, too much sugar.
Yeah, you want a whole
Sour ones. Sour
tablet
worms.
of
Sour worms. Hell.
instant
I was
diabetes,
thinking,
friend.
If McDonald's give us their recipe, I would say fries.
Okay.
okay, yeah, McDonald's fries are pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. They've mastered the art of fries.
Like, I can see myself eating like a whole giant bucket of McDonald's fries at the movie.
Chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets.
You joke, but I know people that do this.
Chicken nuggets. I mean, it's perfect. It's perfect for the autistic, the ADHDer, and the normal person. Chicken nuggets. They don't make noise. You might be even full. You don't need to spend money after the movies.
Yeah.
Chicken
Okay.
nuggets.
Yeah, yeah.
Think about it.
So going back, what do you guys enjoy about the theater experience?
For me, it's the communal experience. As much as I don't like people in crowded places, the theater is one of the few places I accept it.
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
don't
there's
do
a better
parties.
communal experience.
Yeah. Like,
Definitely.
cinema, I feel like cinema and its forefather, the theater, are the two places where I'm like, yes, the audience is important.
Yeah. I
The audience is important. And it's great when you go into a theater experience with people who are there to watch the movie because you can feel the energy.
Yeah.
Because I've had some terrible ones where people are just on their phones, and I'm like,
Yeah, I was
you're
gonna say
wasting,
that
you're
puts
wasting.
people off going to a cinema 100%.
Yeah.
Bye.
I remember, like, I agree on the communal part because, like, I remember, like, watching Shazam in the theater and, like, parents did not expect any of the horror scenes, so there were so many children screaming. I was like, oh,
You were there burning,
yeah,
right? Like,
yeah. The child sitting next to me literally held my hand and closed their eyes. I was like, why is that?
oh,
Poor kiddo.
Yeah.
love it.
I think one of the funniest ones for me was the Suicide Squad.
Ooh,
Because some of the original Suicide Squad,
Mm.
the David
2016
Ayer.
one. Yeah,
Mhm.
the 2016 one. There's some scenes that are so funny. The whole like theater was like, you know what, that's funny. Like you're like, okay, it's not a cringe joke. We're all laughing. That's funny. And then there are moments where you're like, did that just happen? Like you could feel the thought you're having, everyone around you is having. You're like,
Yeah.
that was a choice. That was a choice. So it's a very funny experience. And the Joker, because I saw this one with you, Dylan. That Joker
Oh, yeah.
experience.
Right.
The first one.
Didn't we
That
all
was
watch
fun.
that together?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
all
I
watched
think
it.
yeah, all three of us
Yeah.
watched it together.
Okay.
That was a very funny one.
Yeah.
That was a very funny one for me. Because I was like, huh. I feel like half of the audience didn't expect what we were watching, and the other half was like, wait, what? Because I think everyone went in there with their preconception of what the Joker was going to be.
Yeah.
And we all came out going, what did I just watch?
Where's the Batman beating him up, man? Come on.
What did I just... Was I forced to watch a movie about class differences?
Yeah.
Mental health?
And mental health, yeah.
Was I like
Institutions failing. Yeah.
I want to ask, as filmmakers, what's the experience of having your film watched in the theater?
Horrifying. No, I'm
I've
serious.
never had that pleasure, but I could imagine it being.
It's dreadful. Especially the worst one is when you see that post, that era that most people don't see, and you're looking at it. You're like, we should have cut that.
Mhm.
We should. That was a choice. We let that shot stay too long. Get rid of it. Can I cut it now?
Mm.
It's too late. They saw it. And then people are like, oh my God, that's such a great movie. And you're like, you're lying.
Mhm.
So it's horrifying because
Yeah,
you sometimes feel like you're not watching the same film you made.
Yeah, I agree with Mo because like what you think you made and what people experience are very different
Mm.
to what happens in this year. Like Mo and I last year worked on a film that we know it was the worst experience we've had essentially, and like
Broke my soul.
yeah, for some reason this film won a best film award and we thought it was horrible.
We saw everything.
Yeah.
From the rushes
Yeah.
to post production. And we're
Was
like,
it the best from the worst, or just it was just bad?
No, it won best international. There were like other films
What?
from like China, Korea,
No, man.
I'm
like I was
disappointed.
so shocked.
They must
I'm
have brought
disappointed.
people.
I'm disappointed. You're shocked. I'm disappointed. I'm like, guys, you could have done better.
Yeah.
I made that, and I'm like, how was that the best? No. What are you
But
doing?
like for a film that I cared about, I remember like my most memorable experience was like, cause like I remember there was an error I made, cause like there was one shot in the entire film that was like a different aspect ratio from the rest of the film. And, like,
Okay.
I thought I got rid of it, but then when I watched it back, it was still there.
You're like,
So like
oh,
in the cinema, as the shot was about to arrive, I asked my actress to hold my hand as I closed my eyes, remembering the
Oh.
song. And like when I went to my lecture after the film, he was like, yeah, "Good job," and I was like, "Wait, you didn't see it?" He was like, "See what?" I was like, "Oh,
never mind.
Hey,
Never
don't
mind.
draw attention to it. Don't draw attention to it.
I mean, with one of the films I shot,
Mhm.
there's a shot where I'm like, that is overexposed. Most overexposed shots expose, like they show you, they're like, yeah, that's a bad shot. No one said anything.
Mhm.
From the audience to my lecturer,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, so I'm overreacting, I guess.
Yeah." Like that's the thing about the cinema experience. Like how you make the film and how people experience it are two different things.
Very different.
Well, I think by the time the film's out, you're so beaten up over the whole process. Also,
Pretty much. Pretty much. And I've also realized something. The hardest films to make are the ones you actually care about. Because I think the film experience Goki and I shared, the moment both me and him stopped caring, it became easier for some reason.
mm,
Like, it became so much easier.
Mhm.
And then movies where I'm like, I need this to be good.
Yeah.
I come out with less weight on my body and more thoughts in my head.
Yeah.
I'm like, did I shoot that shot right? Is the focus okay?
Yeah.
oh,
Was my lighting ratio off? That's another thing that killed me. Is my lighting ratio off? Like,
yeah, there's so much to consider, man. Oh.
So I think when you make a film, especially for filmmakers, I think the funniest one is when you know you're going to make this movie for cinema, you sometimes become a little too pedantic and too particular because you're like, they're going to see the smallest mistake because the screen's so big. The noise is so crisp. And then sometimes you realize it's a mixture of everything. Sometimes people miss a few things. You're not going to miss it because you know what it is. You're like, nobody noticed. Yay. Yay. It's even weirder when you win an award for something you hit. You're like, that's not my best work.
Yeah.
I can do better.
Mhm.
Like, here you go. Like, I don't feel like I deserve that.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of also taking it to cinema because it's such an experience. I feel like it works because you made it work
Mm.
as a filmmaker.
Mm.
And then when you make something for like ads and smaller screens, it feels very lax.
Yeah.
Not on purpose, for some reason. It just feels easier to shoot when you shoot an ad.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Mhm.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
And it's not a slight to ads or small screens or non-cinematic films. It's more of, I don't know, there's less pressure,
Yeah.
traditionally, which is weird.
So what are our conclusions from today's episode?
People should go to cinemas. We need to keep cinemas alive, please.
Please.
Yeah, the state of them is quite, in
Especially,
this country,
I feel like it's a global problem.
it is a global problem.
Can we save cinemas? Everybody?
Yeah.
I would like to travel the world and experience cinema culture everywhere, because I'm pretty sure they're very unique.
Have you guys seen that new screen in Metro has, Screen X?
I need to save money for that.
They have it in Gateway at the moment. It's like a 270-degree screen, and basically so you're sitting in a seat and you're surrounded by the screen. Like it's along where the chairs are.
Should we save money and go watch Avatar?
We're gonna watch Avatar. We have no choice.
Yeah,
No, I mean in Screen X specifically.
you got to see what the screen looks like.
Exactly. We gotta figure that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to experience it. That sounds very novel and very interesting. Sounds interesting. And what is our next episode going to be about, gentlemen? And ladies and gentlemen listening, she's, and theys.
Yeah.
I mean,
If you guys are gonna tune in for the next episode, we're gonna have a fun topic, superheroes and the discourse around. Tune in to find out exactly what we mean and how far this conversation can go.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
and
Be shameless.
if you're new here, and you want to be proud of us a little, you can just go back and watch episode 1 and 2 and see the mass difference between a week of us going, this is our first upload.
Yeah, we're doing okay now. We're doing okay.
Yeah, no razzle dazzle to episode 2 with a little bit of razzle dazzle. Eventually, you will see our faces.
Yeah,
they're okay looking.
We'll get there.
They're okay looking, I guess. I don't know.
We're all very beautiful people.
Y'all will decide. I'm beautiful on the inside. I don't know about the outside. That's up to you guys.
So yes, agree or disagree with our crappy takes. Just
some horrendous takes you made.
Yeah.
You can agree with them too. Safe
tell us
space.
about some of your experiences in the cinema, why you love them.
Yeah.
Your favorite movies you've watched in cinema would also be much appreciated.
Yeah.
So that we might experience them too.
Until
See you guys next week, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll see you in the valley, guys. Bye.
Valley.
Echo. See you next week.
See you next week.